Hi, my name is David D, and I'm about to do an unboxing. I hope you enjoy it.
It's time for you to think. It's time for you to open your eyes.
It's time to think about it.
Yeah.
You've got to think about it, boy.
You've got to think.
It's time to think about it.
Think about it, boy.
You've got to think about it, boy.
Open your eyes.
Multinational intervention.
Okay. So here we are. This is an unboxing. This is actually a gift. I'm part of a group called the Rat Bags group, and we also do music, and we help each other in the crew to produce music and learn about music technology. So I'm part of them, and one of the members, Will, which he goes by the name on YouTube. Check out his channel. It's called I Will Create. Great channel. He does great tutorials on equipment. Anyway, here we go. We are doing the unboxing. Gotta be careful, don't want to damage anything. Hope all you guys are doing well. And this is actually my first YouTube video. So you guys are witnessing YouTube history. All right. I know what this is, but you don't know just yet. This is a computer. It's a used computer, but the computer that I had wouldn't run the Mpc 2.0 software. I couldn't even load it onto the computer because my computer is an XP. It's outdated, no more upgrades for it, and it's 32-bit. And the software actually needs 64-bit operating system and a 64-bit system on the computer. So here we go. Let's put this down here. Okay, we got a little thing here. Shows you how to activate the Windows and the product keys. Is pretty good. It's got a warranty card. Came from Staples. Okay, let me turn it upside down so I can cut the tape off of it. And I'm going to give out a personal thanks to Will for helping me out. Oh, it's got a keyboard with it too and a mouse. Great. This is the keyboard. Whoops. The keyboard and the mouse that comes with it. And comes with the mouse, Dell mouse, a cable. See if it's, make sure it's on there so you can see it. And put this over here now. And here is the keyboard. Hope it's in focus for you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really thankful to Will and the Rat Bags crew because they're not just a musical group, and Vinny too. Vinny too is he's a partner too, and he helps me through a lot of stuff. And I have to show you what he did get for me. Vinny got this for me too, for the camera for the YouTube video. He got me a SanDisk 64 gigabyte card for my Canon camera so I can do these videos. And it didn't show up, so he wound up getting me too. So I have to give a shout out to Vinny, and his site is Special Nobodies. Okay, check him out. He does really good boom bap. This guy is very talented, and You need to check out his channel. You'll be very happy with it. And subscribe to Vinny's channel, which he's Special Nobodies on YouTube, and you can also hit him up on Facebook too, and you can hit I Will Create on Facebook, and go ahead and friend him, and friend I Will Create on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. He gives out really good information. Okay. Don't forget Paulie Popo. This guy, I call him the pizza man. Okay, Paulie Popo is he's a great guy here. Let me put let's get my face down here. I'll show up later. Anyway, Paulie Popo has his channel, and his channel is growing really fast. He does tutorials. He shows you how to use analog gear and wavetable gear, and the one thing we all have in common is the Mpcx. And I haven't done any tutorials yet. I plan on doing them, but you can go check out Paulie Popo's tutorials and check out I Will Create tutorials and Special Nobodies tutorials. They all have different styles, and they come at each other with a different vibe, and my vibe is different too. I do mostly house music. My fans know what I do. I do house music, and I do dabble in hip hop too, and alternative. I play blues guitar, but anyway, enough of me jabbing because I'll get to talking. I'm long-winded. Let's see. Okay, this is the computer here. This is let me read it. This is a Lenovo refurbished Intel i5, 31 gigahertz, 500 gigabytes hard drive, 8 gigabytes of RAM, Wi-Fi with Windows 10. Just what I needed to run this software, because I was doing an XP on Windows XP, old Dell computer. It was nice when I got it, but and what happened to me is I used to work in corrections, and in 2011 I had a heart attack and almost lost everything. I lost my girlfriend. We were together. Lost her. I couldn't go back to work because of my heart. I have congestive heart failure, and so luckily I paid for disability, and I was able to go on that. I'll tell you more about it after I get done filming this. It has a DVD insert. It has two USB plugs, microphone and headphones input. And let's see, on the back, it's got it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 USB plugs. Looks like a microphone. And I'm not sure what everything is on the back here, but it's got a lot of stuff back here. And let's see, it's got a wireless USB adapter. Wow, so this is off the chain. Again, I want to thank I Will Create for donating this to me, for gifting me this. And I want to thank all of the guys with the Rat Bags crew that I named to you that helped me out. And we also have another Rat Bags that's a little bit bigger that a lot of other people can join if they want to get in and learn stuff. It's called the Rat Bags Community. And in there we have a new guy. We call him Q. This guy's very talented. Reminds me of a cross between Jimi Hendrix and Gil Scott-Heron. This dude is cool. And we also have a good friend of mine. She's been a friend of mine for probably close to between 20 and 15 years. Her name is Marianne, and she's real cool. So hit up Rat Bags Community and sign up on the Rat Bags Facebook, and you can meet everybody and be in our community, because we try to communicate with everybody and make this not just tutorials. I'll come on camera and tell more about this. Okay, I go by David D or Mr. Pirate Brain of Pirate Brain Records, and you've probably seen, you may have seen some of my music. I do house music, and mostly I do political house. You know, I'm unabashedly political. I don't do any of the lovey-dovey hands in the air kumbaya house. I tell it like it is, the raw shit. Some people aren't gonna like what I say, because it's my political viewpoint in my music, and I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. I've got a song out called Free to Be Slaves. You want to look it up. I have a song out called It's Time to Think About It. I have a song out called Fuck the Sponsors. I mean, you know, I just tell it how I see it, you know, for right or for wrong, but it's my political point of view. And also, besides this Pirate Brain channel, I am starting up 2 other channels. One is called Refugee Version 2 TV, and the other one is called, the other channel is called It's Time to Think About It, where we talk about different issues. I interview different people on the channel. So I want to welcome you to find those 2 channels and sign up. There's nothing on there yet. I'm busy editing the material, the first season material. But sign up so you can get notifications as soon as I post them. I should be posting something once a week. I'm going to try to be consistent with it. I don't like to make promises, but I'm going to try my best, okay? And those, so this channel will be the musical technology channel, Mr. Pirate Brain. The other one, Refugee TV, I'm going to be talking about, well, you can guess what I'm talking about on that. And the other one is It's Time to Think About It, okay? But I'm glad you tuned in to see this channel, and I'll be doing some tutorials on the MPC and other equipment. I have a recording studio. Some of my gear is old. I have a Triton keyboard. That keyboard, I used to do a lot of stuff with that in the 90s and into the early 2000s. I'll do a tutorial of that because some people are buying old gear and they want to know how to use it. I'm going to do the tutorial of the MPC, Mpcx. I'm going to do a tutorial on the Sub Fatty, and I'm going to do tutorials, more than one on each one of them. I'm going to do tutorials on the Model D. I always wanted a Model D when I was younger, and I could never afford it. And now I got one. Okay, it's made in China. I feel kind of funny about that, but I'm not going to not buy it because I feel kind of funny about it. It's one of those things. So I got me a Model D. It's not the original, but it sounds just like it, you know. So again, with this, I want to thank I Will Create, you know, for gifting me this. I really appreciate it. He, you know, the guys helping me out, helping me get out of my slump because, like I said, I had a heart attack and I've been out for like 7 years, you know, and it's been really hard on me financially. So I needed this to get up and running and doing things. And I want to give a service to everybody and help give back and give tutorials so people can learn how to do their equipment so the next generation of producers can get up and running. And I didn't have this stuff when I was young. I mean, when I was young, we didn't have YouTube. I'm in my 50s. We didn't have YouTube. If you want to learn how to play guitar, you're going to sit there putting the record back, playing it again, putting the record back, and you may be learning it wrong. That you did that until you got good, and then maybe you didn't get good. You know, now you can go and watch a tutorial and know exactly how to play it. We didn't have that. Same thing with musical instruments. You can watch tutorials, learn how to use it. Back then, I had to read technical, and I'm talking about when I got the Triton. I had to read technical manuals to learn how to use it. And half these manuals were written in Japanese and translated over to English, so they didn't make a lot of sense, and they were hard to understand, you know. And I worked in almost every music store there is. I worked in, I don't know if you remember Mars Music when they were out. I worked in Mars Music. I worked in Sam Ash. I worked in Guitar Center, and they all were good for me. I mean, I really didn't like selling stuff. I was a good salesperson because I wasn't a good salesperson in the beginning. If someone wanted something, I would always ask them, well, what are you trying to do with it? And they maybe came in to buy a $300 keyboard, and I was like, well, you can't do what you're trying to do with that. So some people would walk away, and, the manager would be mad. You didn't sell him that? Well, he wanted to do this, and he couldn't do it. But, so you're not going to take his money? I was like, well, I would feel ripped off if I got home and I couldn't do what I was planning on doing. But what happened after time? After time, those people came back and bought what I suggested from them. And guess what? When they bought it, they came to me. They wouldn't go to anybody else. Most of the time, when you want to buy an instrument, you like, is Johnny there? No, he ain't there. Well, okay, you can help me. I'll buy. No, they wouldn't do that. They would come and look me up. So I had loyal customers buying high-end gear because I saved them from wasting money. Because there's nothing like spending $300 just to find out and most of the time you're not going to learn that instrument till the 30-day period's up. So there's nothing like buying a piece of gear, finding out 3 months later that that's not the gear you need. So now you got to go buy what I told you to buy in the first place. So what happens? Now you're paying the $1,000 plus you paid the $300. So you're buying it 30% more. So I save them 30% whenever I upsell them to what they need. I never upsell them the stuff they didn't need. I would just upsell them the stuff I need. And then I would make sure they had the cables, because cables didn't come with it. I would make sure they had earphones if they lived in an apartment. They didn't have little speakers on it. So I started making money in the music industry with selling instruments because I was honest with people, and people appreciate that at the end. So I'm always going to tell my point of view as honest as I can, and I hope you tune in to my channel and sign up for the other guys' channels that I told you about, okay? Because these guys are really good guys. I try to stay away from people. If I have a sense that you're foul, I won't be around you. I'd rather not have that person than to be around foul people. And so all of these people with the Rap Bads crew, they are really good people. All right. Well, look, I want to end this with saying thank you for watching, and I hope you tune in and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you enjoy the content. It was great talking to you. And thanks again, all right? You all have a nice day. Until the next video.
Boy, it's time to think about it. You've got to think about it, boy.
Open your eyes.
Multinational intervention, jobless, homeless, drug addiction, interruptus education, transcontinental starvation, civil rights violations, illiteracy, second rated, self-righteous morality, conservative hypocrisy,